zone is held very tightly. If you're interested in getting more information, then you can call our partner team and get an NDA, and we can provide you with more information that way if you're an OEM partner. Alrighty, so back to some of the key features. I'll start in the middle here, physical media upload. This is just the ability to physically seed the backup, so you can send in a hard disk drive to do a large backup quickly. Powerful recovery, so a timeline-based recovery system. This is pretty cool. It allows you to roll back to any given point in time that you've protected your system and recover all of your data as at that time. So very much a time machine feature. We can't call it that because Apple's got that trademarked, but very powerful tool, particularly when you combine it with the feature immediately below that, unlimited versioning. One of the things we do differently is that we keep every single version of a file. So we've got some people with files that have version histories that go all the way back to 2001. And this is an extremely powerful part of the system, particularly when you combine it with the timeline-based recovery. Because if you've got a file that's changing every single day, well, we've got 365 versions of that file times the number of years that you've had the file in the system. And you can roll back and get that file any single point in time that it's been backed up, which is extremely powerful. You combine that with unlimited archiving to the right, and really our product stands apart from any other technology out there, because none of that competition has unlimited versioning and none of them do unlimited archiving. What archiving is well, I'll give you the contrasting position. If we look at Mozy, if you delete a file on your PC, Mozy deletes the file from the cloud because they consider keeping that file archiving, not backup, and they make it very clear that they're a backup service, not an archiving service. Well, we did some market research a couple of years ago, and we found that 60% of recoveries on our system are from users who are recovering files that they accidentally deleted, right? So if we follow the same pattern that our competitors do, then all of that data would be gone from the SOS cloud and you wouldn't be able to recover it. So we decided that we're going to build archiving in for free, which means we hold on to that data as long as you don't tell us to delete it. We'll only remove it from the SOS cloud when you tell us to remove it from the SOS cloud. Now, for you as resellers, that's really important because now this product can be sold as an archiving solution, a core disaster recovery solution. Because of the unlimited versioning support, it can be sold as a HIPAA-compliant backup solution if you're selling into the healthcare industry. It can be sold as a SARBOX-compliant solution if you're selling into the financial services industry. So most of the competitive platforms do not meet the regulatory compliance of either Sarbanes-Oxley or HIPAA, and they're really important when you're selling into those particular markets. Question here, does versioning work for local backups? Absolutely. Is there any way to run the data center software on our own servers, self-hosting? No, there's not. Actually, we had that in the past and we discontinued it because it was just a lot easier and cheaper for our customers to run it on our cloud infrastructure. All right, so let's turn now and look at the actual partnership model. We've seen this slide already. Okay, so when we talk about the SOS partnership model, the first thing to realize is that everything's brandable, right? So whatever you see, whether it's the product or the support or the sales or the marketing, it can all be rebranded. And most of our partner packages come with rebranding built into them. There are some things that are only rebranded if you're a gold partner or we've got different partnership levels. So depending on your partnership level, that determines how much rebranding you get. But in general, everything can be rebranded from technical support all the way through to sales and marketing and, of course, the product. But this slide here, the SOS 360-degree partner solution, really, I think, gives a holistic view of what our partnership program is about. So you get our access to our 11 data centers around the world on the infrastructure side. You get all of our product and software rebranded. We've got 3 different billing solutions on the right-hand side here that you can leverage. We've got immense marketing support resources available to you, and I'm going to show you the Partner Resource Center in just a second. Sales support. Our entire sales organization is set up to do the selling for you, which is unique. We're the only business that does that, and I'll talk more about that. Comprehensive training program. So the SOS University is running every day. We're running different training courses every day on sales training, product training, technical training that you can subscribe to and attend. And then technical support. We've got 24/7 technical support. It's really, actually, when you become an SOS partner, you've got no less than 4 people assigned to your account, which I think is a really good metric to indicate the amount of support you're getting. Your partner specialist, who you would probably already be talking to, your partner delivery team consultant. So this is somebody who works with you to get you into the market and consults with you on pricing and positioning and marketing and actually gets your solution branded. Your dedicated support rep, and then your account manager, who's responsible for the overall health of the partnership between you and SOS. So I want to take a moment and drill into this marketing support item here. So I'll just change the view, if everybody can bear with me. Okay, so this should now be showing you the SOS website. If I can just get confirmation that that's coming through okay. Okay, great. Thanks for that. Okay, so when you're on the SOS website, if you click over here, SOS for resellers, I'm sure you're all familiar with this content. If not, it's a terrific place to go to get more information about the offering. In fact, just here, 360-degree solution, you'll see this, the diagram that I just had open in the PowerPoint. But what I want to draw your attention to is the Partner Resource Center. We call it the PRC. PRC is a marketing support tool for our partners. So it's filled with things like email templates, pricing guidelines, sales presentation templates, proposal templates that you can use, all the different tools that you need to market and succeed in selling online backup. There's even an ebook in here, a 14-page ebook that we've written, which is based on best practices we extracted from our 1,000 partners in our 10 years in the business. And this ebook lays out a 12-step marketing program that you can follow using all of the resources supplied to you in the Partner Resource Center. So it's a real business in a box that you can get access to. Another really cool resource in here is the Disaster Recovery Plan template. This is an ITIL-compatible DR plan. It's a 40-page document that you can actually sell to your customers. So you can sell it as a service to your customers. I'm going to come in and I'm going to do a risk assessment, vulnerability analysis, and give you a ITIL compliant disaster recovery plan, and you might be able to sell that for $2,000 to $3,000 is the going rate for that sort of service. So to the question earlier about whether or not there is marketing support, I would say we've got the best marketing support in the industry. And I also want to take this time to tell you about a new service we're offering, which is our hosted seminar offering. So this is something that we give to existing partners, but we're starting to give it to partners that are interested in becoming SOS partners. And here's how it works. We give you an email which you send to your customers, and that email is for a webinar similar to this one, run by one of our partner specialists. They show up and they talk about your company and your backup offering, and they then give all of your customers free trial software for your backup service. So what this does is this gets you in the market before you're in the market, right? And we can actually be doing those for you next week. It's a hosted webinar that we do for you with your customers and your prospects. And so one of the things I offer to people who come to my webinar is anybody who wants to sign up for one of those hosted webinars, just type a question now saying your name and would like a hosted webinar. Or interested in the hosted webinar. And then what we do is we then give you an email that you send out to all of your customers. One of our partner specialists will connect with you and talk through how you want to position the backup product. We'll then do a webinar like this for your customers, give all of your customers trial accounts to run, and then 2 or 3 weeks from now you're earning sales off all of that effort, which I think is a pretty amazing service. So, all right, great. We've got 4 people here who've said they're interested in doing a webinar. Any other takers? We've got 60 people on the webinar right now. So anybody who's interested in a hosted webinar, please type in now. Okay. Got a question here. Hosted webinar. New white box providers are not yet recognized. No established solution credibility. How can we minimize startup costs while building clientele toward mutual profitability? Good question, Tony. It depends. If you've already got a business and you've got customers, then you do have credibility. And so you're just presenting a new offering that you're selling to your existing customer base. If you're starting a brand new business and you have no customers, that's a different story. In that case, you're probably better off positioning this as a co-branded solution. So Tony's Backup in partnership with SOS Online Backup, and then we can show up in all our glory with the awards and the technology, and we can really present ourselves as SOS with you as our local contact. So there's 2 ways. That's the difference between full branding and co-branding. right? So a lot of partners opt to co-brand because they want to leverage all of the SOS marketing support around the SOS brand, and then a lot of partners opt to full brand where there's no mention of SOS. So you've got that flexibility. One person saying here, I'd like to do the webinar if I can afford it. I should have said that's completely free, Robert. So that's a service that we offer to you purely on the basis that you're interested in getting into online backup. It's a really easy way for you to test the waters among your customers. Host a seminar, we'll show up, we'll do it for you. All you have to do is send out the email. So again, anybody who's interested in the webinar, just type your name and that you're interested in having that hosted webinar. Let's move on. I want to go back to the PowerPoint slide. All right, that should be back on PowerPoint if someone can confirm for me. Okay, great. And I want to talk now about our sales support. One of the things that we do very differently here is our sales team spend most of their time working with you. So just like that hosted webinar where they show up and they talk to your customers, they're backup experts. A lot of these guys have been selling online backup for 4 years now, and they know more about online backup than you are going to anytime soon, all due respect intended. So what we do is we give you that asset to use. So our sales staff will actually show up on conference calls with you. They will work with you on your sales opportunities to help you close. And again, they'll either do that completely in your name, so it's fully transparent, or in a co-branded fashion. They'll show up as the SOS specialist. So you can do one or the other, and you've got that option. And we're the only sales organization that does that. When you're talking to other online backup companies, I want you to ask them, can you do a hosted webinar for me? Can your salespeople support me in sales? What does your marketing support portal look like, right? And what you'll quickly find is that there's nobody who can compete with us in terms of the support that we give to our resellers. 80% of our revenue comes from you, our partners. So we are dedicated to making you successful. That is our entire aim in business. Training, I've already touched on this, but we've got a really rich array of training solutions. So in the PRC, there's actually a bunch of training recordings on discrete topics, so you can self-serve and listen to the training as you would like. But there's also live trainings that go on every single day that you can register for. And you can register for those now, even if you're not yet a partner. So when you're talking to an SOS partner specialist, if you want to attend a training, just mention to them that you want to attend one of the training sessions and they can get you details. Similarly, if you want access to the PRC, to the Partner Resource Center, just tell your partner specialist, I'd like to get some of the material out of the Partner Resource Center, right? And they'll give that to you. So we're very much about sharing our knowledge and helping you be successful in this. And even before you're a partner with SOS, we're committed to helping you be successful here. All right. Actually, one last comment on that. We also have a service where we do what's called a mock-up. And a mock-up's where we actually dummy up a marketing slick for you. It's a product brochure of your branded online backup solution. And again, it can be fully branded or co-branded. And you can then print those off and give them to your customers to generate interest. So it's sort of a lighter version of doing the hosted webinar. But another example of how we're dedicated to our partners. The question we often get is, who should I sell this to? So this is a distillation of where we see our partners have the most success. So from a target market standpoint, the medical industries are very rich markets because of the HIPAA regulations. Financial services are a very rich market because of the Sarbanes-Oxley regulations. And then legal, government, and education are all very rich markets to sell into as well. Another question we get is, well, what type of product should I sell this as? Well, the obvious one is as a disaster recovery product. Secondly, as an archiving product because of the built-in archiving functionality. In terms of how to package that up, some people focus on selling to laptop fleets. A lot of organizations out there who don't have backup for their laptops. So they might have backup for their servers and workstations already, but no solution for their laptops. This is perfect for that. Branch office backup, obviously hardcore server backup, whether that's email servers or app servers or database servers. And we've also got partners out there who are focusing on selling it as a remote data access solution or a mobile data access solution. So it's very versatile and a lot of different ways you can position it. I want to skip through here and look at an example of the sort of success that you can have in the online backup market. This slide